Just putting it out there.
Here's to the ladies who lunch.
Yeah! Right.
Exactly.
Have a good show.
We're going to have fun. Well, good evening, South Florida, and welcome to It's Happening Out, the world's most popular live gay television talk show. It's 9 p.m. Wednesday, September 15th. Where is this year going? My goodness.
Wow.
I'm your anchor, Al Ferguson, and let's start tonight's show by meeting tonight's host. First up, let's welcome FayWhat. She is and the
That's
theme
me.
starts right away. Girls, lots and lots of girls.
Girls,
She's
girls,
a radio and television personality and has the popular blog and YouTube channel aiming to unite the L and the G. And I think tonight the G got crushed in some way, but she's trying to unite the L and G together. She's a hostess and MC for many South Florida events, an animal advocate, and owner of Faye's Fur Family. And of course, you can see her on the FayWhat show Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Good evening, Faye.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Happy Miami Beach Pride this weekend. Saturday, I'm going to be with the ladies at Fling. Woo-hoo-hoo! I can't wait.
I have no idea what you're
You don't need to, because you're not invited.
Let's welcome Jasmine Pryce Lords. This drag queen is known as the plus-size Barbie and the bearded beauty. She is the Florida mother of the iconic House of Lords, and you can catch her at many of the popular venues in South Florida, including the newest host at Georgie's Alibi on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. And tell us, I understand you are a crowned queen?
Yes, I just won a national title, so I'm your current reigning Miss Royal Beauty International Extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Ooh,
fancy.
Very excited.
Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you. And I am all about your hair. All about it.
Something very casual I wanted to wear today. Something
Yeah.
very, simple.
You just
very-
pulled right out of bed. and
It reminds
that
me of
was
an acid trip I was on. I love it.
You're welcome.
Exactly. Next up, let's welcome Nora Rotella, a founding partner of Rotella and Hernandez, a full-service immigration and family law firm. She is a Supreme Court certified family law mediator and was co-chair of the Gay and Lesbian Lawyers Association and winner of Florida's Legal Elite Award. Good evening, Nora.
Good evening, Alan. Thank you so much. I mean, my hair does not look as fabulous as Jasmine's, but I will try.
Yes.
Try to do a little
You
something
look
here.
fine. You look gorgeous.
Work harder.
Wow.
I guess.
Her wife is right here. Al.
Wait.
She's coming up.
I guess it's totally a coincidence, but we have a Hernandez in the house. Probably, it's just a coincidence. So let's welcome Patricia Hernandez from, Rotella and Hernandez.
That's right, Al.
Immigration
The better
half.
Family Law. Wait, we've got a married couple, and it's happening out?
And they're lesbians. I love it.
And the best part is that we're sitting on opposite ends of the table, right?
Oh, my
Right.
goodness.
They were initially sitting on the same side. I don't know what happened, but I
Wait.
guess we'll see with the show.
Wait, did I just find out I'm the ping pong ball between the two
You will
handles
be,
at
Alan.
this
You
game?
will
All
be.
right. Well, throughout her career, she has represented individuals nationwide in their immigration matters, including same-sex couples, immigrants with criminal histories, and business immigration clients. She is the recipient of the Miami-Dade County Bar Association Visionary Award, the Miami County Hispanic Affairs Advisory Board's Community Champion Award, and Saves People's Luminary. Wait, she sounds more important.
Listen,
She's got more
I
stuff
was
than
just
her,
about
right?
to say, listen, stop with the awards,
No, wait, let's repeat. Saves People's Luminary
Wow.
Award. Wow.
Well, I win the Best Wife Award.
Nora helps clean those trophies. Give her an applause for that.
Okay, there we go. And we're off to the races as this, of course, is Nora Rotella's wife.
It
You're so
is.
lucky.
That's one of her awards. That's one of her awards.
All right, and welcome, Patricia.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me.
I'm gonna
ready
see-
to have some fun tonight.
I'm going to try to make it my mission to break you all up in the next hour. We'll see how I do.
We are unbreakable. baby.
Really?
Solid.
We are solid.
Yeah, it's going to be a long hour. All right, well, good evening, South Florida. And we are the first, as we told you, and most popular live LGBTQ talk show in the world. We have so much to talk about. Next on It's Happening Out.
This week on It's Happening Out. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
You are watching a live and unedited LGBTQ talk show. So that means with all of these women on the cast tonight, you're going to see it. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and click the bell for updates. If you're on Facebook, like and share the video. Let's begin the top of the show like we do every week. And that is with what we call a unique meme or meme type of the week. It's called this week Ladies' Night Tonight.
Oh, how
so
appropriate.
we celebrate as we find this great old book called Girls' Book of Hobbies.
That looks like my favorite hobby right there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
Just missing a couple of toys in the picture, but pretty accurate.
Definitely not that kind of
Her
girl.
strap-on is underneath that dress.
That's
Wait,
right.
You're not that kind of girl?
Not that kind of
Yeah.
girl.
This reminds me of a time that you and I were somewhere in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be a
definitely.
long
Keep telling me. Keep telling me.
Like he's looking at the kitten on the floor behind her.
Yeah.
There's always a cat in a
always
lesbian household. At least one.
That's right. Look
There's
through the
gotta be
window.
some
I
pussy in the
see the
house.
U-Haul now. Right. All right. At It's Happening Out, we are part of the Happening Out television network, Hotspots Magazine, and WMEG events. Hotspots is celebrating its 36 years of the LGBTQ experience, and now we're all merged. We bring you the best of LGBTQ news, entertainment, and support of our LGBTQ plus community. Now, a lot of y'all don't know this, but I'm a bartender. Did y'all know?
Really?
Where?
In my heart.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
we need a drink, and I'm
All
going to be
right.
a bartender.
All right.
So let's
All right.
play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That. And I'm holding this up. I'd Swallow That is the name of our game, and we invite you at home to play right along with us, as I am going to ask our host 4 questions. If they agree with the question, they're going to take this shot. If they disagree, well, as I've said repeatedly already, it's going to be a really long night for me. All right, everybody ready?
Ready.
All right, then let's play I'd Swallow That. Vaccines work, and yet so many in public positions keep saying that they don't. Now even Nicki Minaj. Watch this.
All right, I am homophobic. I've come out of the closet. I admit it. I'm homophobic, and I'm proud of it. I was born this way.
Say again.
Now, do
Where
you
was
think
Nicki
I
Minaj in
should
this?
change
I don't understand.
to make you
I
happy?
can't hear you, Steve.
Do you think I should change to make you happy?
But that sounds a lot like homosexuals. They were
What
born
did Nicki
that way.
Minaj have
Do you
to
think
say?
they should change?
Well, guess what?
Anti-vax. Okay.
I was born homophobic, and I think my homophobia should be celebrated by liberals. They should be
I
glad
got
because
it.
I'm expressing what it is that I am. Homos make me puke. I don't know about you, but if I see 2 guys and they're going to kiss each other, I'm going to lose my lunch. It's not possible. Now, guess what? When I came out of the closet and admitted it that I'm homophobic, I told my family. They loved and accepted me. I found out some of my family members were homophobic, and even at my church. So I think it's cool. Instead of repress our feelings and lie about who we really are, we should come out and say, homos make me sick. It feels so good.
Well, that's an interesting pastor in Colorado. And then an interesting thing happened. Question number 1. I'd swallow that. I believe in karma when this anti-vax radio host who mocked AIDS victims on air has now died of COVID-19.
I believe in karma. You sexy thing.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma
He used
is a
to-
bitch.
He used to in the 90s, when on his television or his show, his radio show, if somebody would die of AIDS, he would play Queen's "Another One Bites the Dust" while reading their obituary.
No, it's completely disgusting the way that he presents this
just mockery of our community, really. The way he's saying it, and just undermines.
Yeah, my empathy for this guy is not pretty good looking today. I don't give a crap about him. I'm sorry. Another one bites the dust for you, my friend. Bye-bye. I'll be spiritual tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm curious. Do we feel, on behalf of LGBTQ community, but even us individually as hosts here at It's Happening Out, do we feel kind of cringy that we are kind of not sad at this conclusion? He was so anti-mask, anti-vaccine, that COVID-19 even exists, and the irony that he dies of COVID-19. Do we feel kind of cringy about how we feel?
No, he hates us. He wanted us dead. Come on, think about how low of the low to really say that to read somebody's obituary and then play Another One Bites the Dust. Like, that's just hatred.
Yeah.
The one I feel bad about is all his followers who actually believed everything, and risking their own lives as well if they're not getting vaccinated, and stuff like that. And God knows how many
we don't know if they've died. We don't know if they've died already or
if
contracted somebody else.
And because they followed what he said, so that's who I am more sympathetic of.
Yeah, it's karma is a bitch, no question about it. Let's move on. For 89 years, Lego has made playtime more fun. In recent years, they've been paying homage to major pop culture icons with their building sets, and they've done it again. Watch this.
Into my life, and my world never looks so bright. It's true, you bring out the best of me when you are around. Things keep getting better.
Question 2. I'd swallow that. The queer train arrives when Lego makes the Queer Eye Fab 5 Legos.
I will swallow that.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah. So will Al.
I will. Are y'all shocked about Legos are played primarily, I know adults can use them too, but this is primarily children, an embracement of going, what's the big deal about gay men for children from Legos?
I love that. The visibility is there, Al. I mean, look, and it really looks like them, I mean, no penis and no shoes, which is a little weird for me, but I mean, oh, sorry, you okay? No penis, no shoes. El viejo, casi lo mato, Dios mío. Anyway.
I did take a little.
I think it's beautiful, Next they should do a league of their own and have all the lesbian little ones.
And by the way, not because of penis, but because I can't live without the shoes.
Right, no.
Lego needs to make a set of the L word.
Right, they should do. Yes, with Jennifer Beals.
Child.
Right.
Now we're talking about, the train's arrived. Don't derail the train to something else.
No, and it's super cute, and it comes with the whole loft and the dog and everything, and it's $99.99. I would totally buy it for a kid and be like, look, queer boys for you. Your first set of queer boys.
List. I want it now, Daddy.
But you're gonna make them have sex, Jasmine. That's
Absolutely not.
Are you talking
a Christian woman? How dare you?
You're a good Christian woman. I'm surprised at the embracement of a major international brand. Mm-hmm. We have been seeing over the last number of years, principally in Pride Month, a great embracement of our community pride issues, etc. Mm-hmm. This is a whole nother step, because they uninitiated not creating something for GLAAD or the HRC as a fundraiser. This is a brand revenue financial business decision to say, yeah, Queer Eye is valuable, and therefore we're going to do this.
Ow, and on the box it will say queer. Like, how wonderful is that right there? I mean, come on, that is visibility at its best for our community.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I feel like we'll be reporting soon on the Drag Race Legos.
Bianca Del Rio.
Ooh, Shangela as a little. I love it.
Right, that is clever. And I have to do a shout out to David Hopkins in our production, because he produced the comparison to the opening of Queer Eye and what the Legos branding is.
Well, he stalks those guys, so I mean, you know, he had the time.
Yeah, and Lego has already filed a cease and desist order.
So you might never see that again, but it's okay. You saw it now.
You saw it now. All right, let's move on. In 2014, the HRC commissioned a focus group that, wait, the shots are kicking in.
Yeah.
A focus group that found their work environment declared, quote, leadership culture is experienced a homophobic, homogenous, gay, white male. That's what our business structure is in America, and that's what HRC said. So question number 3, I'd swallow that. Fired. I agree with former HRC President Alfonso David. His firing feels like racism. Do y'all agree with that?
Ooh, I don't
He supported
know. That's
Cuomo,
a tough one. That is
working
a
for
very
Cuomo,
tough
and
one.
He made the decision to help discredit the woman that is the focus of the Cuomo sexual harassment.
Does it feel like racism? I mean, only he can answer that, and the other people involved, and they should do a thorough investigation of everything, you know?
Right.
But it also seemed when he said that, like he was pulling the race card, because that was all he had left.
Right.
And I hope that's not it. You know, okay, I'll drink a little bit of it. I'll spit a little bit out.
I'd have to agree with you, Faye. I mean, I think the race card is coming out there at the end. You know, it's unfortunate, but, you know, I don't think you could just pull that card and just
During these times, you can't.
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
save your behind.
Well, and you guys are lawyers, so I mean, so like, what do you think about like a case? He says he's going to sue them.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, people sue all the time. We see that all the time.
And
Whether you
thank
have-
goodness for you. by
Yeah,
the way.
thank God. Thank goodness for lawyers like Patty and I that, you know, and
Who's a better lawyer, you or your wife?
well, it depends. You know, it depends on the type of case, and you know, she's very good at storytelling.
Oh,
you know,
Right.
wait.
So you're saying that she's good at lying? What?
she's not. She's actually not a liar.
No.
Not a liar. I feel like we're having a therapy session.
And it's costing you $300
Everything
an
you
hour.
say now
Exactly.
will be held against you later.
Exactly.
Very
Right.
careful.
Divorce court.
I already told her I'd give
Yeah.
her everything.
I mean, he
Play
has
the
every
tape.
right to sue. I think the important thing is that, you know, there should be an investigation, like you said, and the facts will come out at the
Now,
end. right?
I want to ask, we have a unique opportunity here because we have such a feminine presenting show tonight. It's happening out. The criticism of Alfonso David as the president of the HRC is there's no organization on this planet that does not stand up and reflect discriminatory practice, principally in LGBTQ. But let's add women to the function. The criticism of Alfonso David is that he, working for Governor Cuomo's campaign, helped to discredit the person that was making the accusation against the governor. That's what the Attorney General of New York concluded. And that's why Alfonso David was summarily criticized and unanimously ejected to be fired as the HRC. As women, feminine presenting, what do y'all think about a black gay man not standing up for women who make accusations of sexual harassment against the powerful white privileged male?
Well, that's what I was going to say. You have always been the white privileged male, so you don't know. The rest of us have always had a
That's
boss
right.
that we've had
Right.
to do things that we didn't want to. I'm not saying sexually, but plenty of times I was told to do something, and maybe it would have been something that I wouldn't have done myself, but he's the boss. How do you tell the boss no? Especially someone with such a mouth and such power as Cuomo.
Right.
Well, it's unfortunate. Even in our practice areas and in our field, like you would be surprised how many times I would walk into court and be mistaken either for a court reporter.
You're delivering Uber Eats.
Yes, no, I'm everything but the attorney. You know, you can't sit there because this is only for the attorneys, and it's usually coming from the male bailiffs, and it's coming from a place of power. So I mean, as women, we see this all the time in the workforce and just in our daily lives. just walking into a
So
room.
I also think this is like very disgusting when we have these conversations and like how much have we talked about victim shaming and blaming a victim, and this is what's happening here. He was in a position where in theory his job is to support people in that position, and he used that exact same power he had to turn that against that person and blame her in essence for what happened. It's disgusting. It's beyond disgusting.
And now here he is turning around and saying, "Oh, I'm
No, I'm
being,
the victim.
now I'm the victim,
Right.
and now I'm the and I'm being victimized because I'm represent a minority, right? And now he wants someone to stand up for him when he never
When
did.
he didn't stand
Right.
up
But-
for the
oof,
woman.
for the
that's
woman.
accusing
Is that a karma? Is that
Jonathan.
another karma shot?
All right. I think we take the shot for the karma,
Let's
right?
take a bonus shot
Yes.
on karma.
Karma.
Exactly,
Karma.
right,
I
exactly.
swallow that.
All right, now you'd swallow that. All right, well, let's move on.
I haven't said that in a long time.
Wow.
I freaking love Nora. I'm sorry, Nora's my favorite person in the world right now.
Jasmine Pryce chokes a little on the shot, you know.
And
you
she
put
does not
it
choke.
aside.
But she didn't spit.
Right. All right. Rewind that back. You're going to see interesting things. All right. Let's move on. Outspoken Pride happened last weekend. Did you hear about this? Log cabin Republicans. It's all I can do not to laugh when I say that. Log cabin Republicans from across the country, dozens of them, showed up for this very special event. Question number 4, and I'm really trying to be professional. Question number 4, I'd swallow that. I laughed when I heard Richard Grinnell and Log Cabin Republicans held Nashville Pride as a political event.
I will swallow again.
Richard Grinnell,
Oh, please.
the cabinet member who will not fade into the woodwork.
Listen, it's great we love being gay. Being gay is being fabulous and being wonderful
Fun.
and being colorful and being fun and humorous. We put a meme up and we get 100 likes for nothing. We're just fun and happy people, right? He puts this pride thing up, he gets like 12 likes and he gets like 24 people to attend. All right? That's it. They tried to have a drag brunch, okay? They tried to have a drag brunch, Jazz.
Elaine Lancaster, I'm sure, was the headline.
That's the only person they could get.
Sorry, not sorry.
At all.
Wow, look at Al's red. Okay? That never happens. Good job, Jazz.
I've done it once or twice.
What do y'all think about Log Cabin Republicans? We're post-Trump. There's no way in the world he's going to run for president of the United States. I don't care how much hot air comes out of him. He's not going to do it. But they still traipse around and they still talk like they're something, Donald Trump, which means Richard Grinnell, which means the Log Cabin Republicans. They got in bed and Donald Trump ass raped them. What do y'all think about the fact of their irrelevance? Now, I'm not talking about the conservative Republican Party. I'm talking about gay Republicans. They've become irrelevant, haven't they, or have they not?
I don't know if they've become irrelevant. It's just, it's a little bit difficult to understand and to really, being gay and kind of
Hating yourself?
right. And
Self-hate.
reconciling the fact that you are gay and a Republican. I can understand and perhaps appreciate from maybe a economical point of view that you're more of a conservative, right? But on the social issues, it's just really difficult for me to reconcile those two things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Is our sexuality and de facto sex more important than our money, or is our money more important to us? Because that's really the point that you.
Well, the thing is that a lot of us don't have money. So the sex is what's important to us. That's something that that's tangible for a lot of us. We're not part of that 3%.
If that thinking process is true, does that mean if you got lots of money, you would start to think the way the Log Cabin Republicans do? My money is more important than my sex.
I think that a lot of people do. I think that that money for the majority of folks is probably way more important than their relationships, their children, their families.
Well, because money to a lot of people represents status, right? So the more money I have, the more status I have, and then I could just it doesn't matter. Like basically my shit won't stink if if I have money and status, and I could say ridiculous things and
get away with it.
and
part of like the
sleep with
community
whoever I
that
want
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, or in Richard Grinnell's case, pay for whatever.
That too.
He would have to.
Can you imagine being...
You would not swallow that.
I would not swallow that.
No one is swallowing that.
Follow that.
Oh my goodness.
At least not for free anyway.
No, it costs.
No.
Can you imagine being on Grindr and Richard Grinnell be the face?
Wow.
Wow. All right, let's move out of I Swallow That as the ice on the walls here at the Sunshine Studios happens. Next up, let's consider the best thing of the week. And it's called Pronunciation Matters. Watch this.
Means a lot to them. Yes, thank you for having me. I love reading children's books. That's great. Awesome. So what were you thinking about reading to them? So I was thinking about starting with The Pink Asshole. What's that now? The Pink Asshole? The pink what? You don't know The Pink Asshole? Oh, the Pink Castle. Yes, of course. Okay, yeah, just make sure that it's castle. Do you have anything else actually? Oh, well, I also have a penis in the asshole. Excuse me? A penis in the asshole. Happiness in the household. Yes, that's what they say. So in English, we actually pronounce the H's. So just, how about another book? Okay, how about Shit on the Bed? Children love this one. What? Shit on the Bed. Please tell me you have something else. Well, I also have Fun Bitch. Okay, it's beach, French, not bitch. It's Fun Beach. No, it's called Fun Bitch. It's about a fun female dog that just runs around having lots and lots of fun. All right, come on in.
To the many Hispanics on the panel tonight, what do y'all think?
Oh, this is my household all the time. My mom the other day said something. She was trying to say that my sister bought her something within her budget and said, oh, she bought me something within her bollo, which right.
Wait,
Oh,
my God. I know. I've heard that.
So we were like,
all that, man.
right, so we were sitting there and she's like, yeah, she bought it within her bollo. And we're like, we're just like, we're like, do you realize what you're saying? And then when I caught on, I'm like, are you meaning budget? She goes, yeah. So this is like, this is my life, you know. And then she has, words, famous words like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Chancla Van Damme instead of Sean Van Damme.
Oh my God, Chancla!
This is my life with my mother.
I love that. We need to have your mother come in next time.
Yeah.
Titles of books.
Yeah.
Right.
We've got to have her on as a host. All right. Well, wait. We also have a bonus best thing of the week this week. I love not having to cook. That's absolutely true. And Uber Eats is an ally of mine. I'm a premium VIP member. And Uber Eats has just made ordering dinner funny with Elton John and Lil Nas X at the helm. Watch this.
Tonight, I'll be eating lobster ravioli with shaved truffle. Yes.
You look amazing.
No, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Stole my look. That wasn't it. You know what? Let's keep it. Tonight, I'll be eating a club sandwich with fries and a side of mayonnaise. Wonderful.
Mayonnaise and fries.
A little judgy, don't you think?
That's weird. So weird. Tonight, I'll be eating a buffalo chicken panini with extra hot sauce.
Tonight, I'll be eating salmon sushi with a Japanese jiggly cheesecake. Jolly good.
Fire.
Naz?
Yeah?
Spare a pound?
What?
You know, bones, shillings, lolly.
Lolly.
Bangers and mash.
I'm sorry?
I don't have any money.
You don't look broke.
My rocket is skint.
Oh my God.
Does Uber Eats hit a bullseye with that?
Completely.
What do y'all think?
Completely. Wow.
Fantastic job.
And
I
hitting
hate us so much though, because look how easy that was and fabulous and just amazing.
Right?
Did not laugh.
Right.
And it's so much fun. And I think that he targets like a bunch of different age groups and everything in this, you know? And the outfits were everything.
Yeah, I have to give some reference to the second commercial you saw. The first time Elton John saw Lil Nas in that outfit, which I believe is Bob Mackie. And if you don't know who Bob Mackie is, frickin' look it up. Google it.
Gay Google.
Right, exactly.
It's like a sheer fashion.
Yes, exactly. And Elton John hadn't seen Lil Nas X in that outfit. And when he walked in, that was Elton John's reaction. Bitch, you have stolen my look. and they laughed so much over it, they kept it in the commercial. That's how much fun they're having here at Uber Eats. You get to watch a moment where they're really enjoying what they're doing. How often do we get to do that?
And in turn, we enjoyed watching them do what they did.
For sure. Has anybody had Uber Eats before? Have you done Uber Eats?
Yes, we're gay.
Yes.
Of course, we've done Uber Eats. We probably keep them afloat.
We all just finished a panorama. We all had Uber Eats.
You know, whoever's the marketing genius behind this, let me just tell you, the LGBTQ community is reading you to filth. And you won. Congratulations, Uber Eats. And we love Elton John and Lil Nas X. All right, now let's move on to a segment that we call What's on Your Mind. Each host is getting ready to tell us in just 30 seconds what is important to them. But remember, in just 30 seconds, got to move this right over here. Because if you're longer than 30 seconds, this is what you're going to hear. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to hit the bell.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh my God!
So that's what they're going to hear. So tell us what's on your mind, and let's start with you, Faye.
FayWhat? Can I have the bell? Okay, so you've heard me before say that I rescue pets all the time, you know, and I always say adopt, don't shop, right? Well, I just rescued a bulldog that was forced to make like 4 litters and is a mess. Now, please adopt and don't shop. Now, if you want one of those custom-made little doggies, make sure that you go to a reputable place. Make sure that they have reviews. Make sure that you talk to somebody that has gotten a dog from them before. The disgusting and deplorable conditions that most of these dogs are in before they get to the little pet place that you go to at the strip mall is disgusting. So please, adopt, don't shop.
And a great message. And Jasmine, what's on your mind this week?
So I've been doing a lot of work and conversations with our community in HIV and AIDS awareness, but I kind of also want to shift the focus onto what happens after you know your status, and even if you are negative and or positive, what that means. Just because somebody is positive doesn't mean they're unattainable, that they're not lovable, that they're not worthy, and I'm having a lot of these conversations, and it's heartbreaking that our community does not understand that you know your status, you can get treatment, that if you're undetectable, that means you can't transmit it, and that's very important. I'm very passionate about them. There's a lot of work coming up in the very near future, so look out for that.
Thank you for what's on your mind. How is it possible in 2021 that we do not understand what undetectable means? And
gay Google.
Yes, Google. Like, we need something.
We always say know your status, but then that's where I think that's where we dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So I have a very big platform, hopefully, where we're going to pick up that
the results
and continue.
Of status. Yeah,
right.
That's a very good point. And you were over 30 seconds.
Sorry.
And
the wives.
Yes, here we go. Nora, what's on your mind this week?
You picked the better one of the two. All right, great. Just kidding, babe. I'm gonna
sleep on the couch.
Yes. Oh, yes, you
all right,
are.
I'm losing seconds.
Yes,
all right,
you are.
so this week I had a consult. You know, as an attorney, I help families in divorce proceedings and things of that nature. And my passion really is for children and ensuring their best interest. But this week I had a consult with some parents who had lost their daughter who was pregnant to COVID. Both the daughter and the unborn child were actually passed away. So with that being said, I think the message that I want to relay and what's been on my mind is the importance of being vaccinated and protecting ourselves, protecting our loved ones, because this truly was a tragedy in all sense of the words for this entire family. So please go get vaccinated.
And Nora, you got bonus time there.
Oh, yes,
Look,
I told you I was the best.
It's broken. You can't use it anymore.
Winner.
And winner chicken dinner. All right. And Patricia, what's on your mind this week?
Well, after this show, divorce, potentially.
Ooh.
I know a good lawyer. Oh, wait a minute.
No. I guess for me, what's on my mind is that, you know, I was looking at the Met Gala looks, and I don't understand this Kim Kardashian covering her entire face, like what that was about. I mean, there's women around the world who are fighting for their rights to be able to show their face. So to go and cover your face, to me, that's kind of like, what kind of, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand it, why she would like cover herself completely in her face and everything.
She got a nose job.
Yeah. And more importantly, she's an uber fan of Harry Potter, and she loves the Dementors.
Well, let me tell you, she looked just like that creature from American Horror Story that pops out and like.
Oh, that rubber creature, the rubber man.
You, like,
whoa, wow, Nora.
That was a beautiful boy. She does not look that way. Dementor.
Can you guys bleep the?
Yeah. Right. All right. Well, next up, let's catch up with the news of the world of entertainment. And I can't wait for us to talk about this. Sunday's Met Gala was filled with iconic looks delivered by notable celebrities and athletes, from Lil Nas X's 3 outfit changes to gymnast Nia Dennis showing off her skills in royal blue bodysuit. LGBTQ plus celebrities and designers stole the show. Watch this.
Fashion's biggest night making a big comeback.
I feel amazing.
The Met Gala returning after a delay from the pandemic, with the star power coming out in full force.
I'm just here for the food and for the vibrations. I'm here for all that.
The evening starting out with a bang, literally. The theme, celebrating American fashion. Inspo coming from everywhere.
American fashion really comes from so many places.
Like old Hollywood glamour.
It's literally the most beautiful dress I've ever seen.
To sports, Sierra wearing her husband Russell Wilson's jersey number and a pretty important piece of jewelry.
I'm rocking his Super Bowl ring, which is really cool. Oh,
for some, it was all in the details.
We got a watch.
Wait a second.
I know, this watch it's pretty intergalactic.
Wait, let me see if that fits my wrist.
There was no shortage of glitz.
At least dozens and dozens. It took several strong, independent women to get all of these stones on my face.
But the highlight of my night?
And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it.
Well, let's discuss the world of entertainment. The LGBTQ community goes wild over the Met Gala in the gayest red carpet in history. Pictures that you saw, that little teaser package we just did, what do you think about the Met Gala?
That's why they call it a gala, because it's very gay. It was very gay this year, and it was just wonderful to see all the amazing outfits. I mean, I think that, God, Lil Nas X just killed it. He just killed it with 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 outfits for the Met. He started off with a big, huge cape that probably had like some dancers underneath him giving him love. And then he took it off and he had like a robot outfit, which I don't know how he would go to the bathroom with that. And then he ended up with a slim little skin tight suit at the end. It was everything. It was everything.
It was super gay.
I just in case you didn't hear, Lil Nas specifically commented on the 3 costume changes. This is a costume gala for the Metropolitan Museum.
A fundraiser.
They raised $12 million, by the way.
Jeez.
And he said, in terms of the transformations that took place, it was his life over the last number of years. The first presentation of this big, gaudy gown where you could hide all the dancers under the gown itself. When he peeled it away, it was that robotic kind of shield-like, trying to protect himself in armor in his second look. And then he peeled that away and said, no, wait, this is the skin tight that is really me. And I finally feel like I can be me. And so he transitions 3 looks in a political statement of his life and what he is doing for the LGBTQ community. And when you hear that, you go, this boy is Madonna 1989, and he is crushing it.
He's got the right people around him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got a great team. That lavender thing that he had going on with the off the shoulder, that was just like beautiful as well. Love it.
We're showing
at the
never
VMAs.
disagree with you. You said, it's because they're also gay. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just proving that fashion is non-gender specific. You could wear a dress, you could wear jeans. It doesn't need to be gendered. It's something that the rules that society has taught us, and we've put that in the place for men to be so comfortable.
I completely disagree with you. And the reason is because that would mean we have bearded drag queens.
We do.
Wait.
And if only there would have been national pageants. But yeah, I think it's amazing. It's beautiful. Like, you're comfortable want a caftan, then wear it. Like, you shouldn't have to. And I think this is a beautiful expression. What a great time and a platform for so many people to use that and to make that statement.
Yeah. We're showing some of the other looks.
That was
You're
one of my
looking at Nikki tutorials, her celebration and honoring Marsha P. Johnson.
Yes.
You see down the dress the famous quote from Marsha P. Johnson. Exactly. And that flower do that we've seen so many pictures, the flower crown. And what did y'all think about Troye Sivan wearing the dress? And
he's hot right now, right? Because he just came out with the song, the Angel Baby song, that is really hot right now. And I love this look. He had a black armband on one of his arms, and he was just looking real sexy.
Yeah. Did you like that?
I did. I liked him in it.
And it doesn't even scream super feminine. That's the crazy part. This man is in a dress. I'm like, very little, like, here's young lesbian, yes, but
here's a little fun. Look at young lesbian.
Wow.
Look at the picture here. So he's wearing I'm not in the leather community, but I understand. Our leather experts here have explained this to me. He has come out.
Faye would know best.
Yes, Faye would know. He has talked very extensively about being a bottom in the community, and he's wearing the leather armband on his left arm, which is a mistake. He should be wearing that armband on his right arm.
On that side, and I'm like, sir.
There we go. And we just found out what Jasmine's preference is, because if you're if it's on your left arm, you're a top. It should have been on his right arm, and he didn't.
Is that same thing for lesbians? Do we wear something on the?
No, we wear something else around our.
Oh yes. Got it. A little lower. Yes.
Did you just suggest that instead of a leather arm strap, it's a strap on to indicate?
Basically, it's leather and everything. Yes.
I see. Okay.
Yes, I call him Bob.
All right, and look at this picture.
I don't think I've ever named
This is Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek, and he's Canadian, and he's a globe.
With two men kissing.
And two men are kissing, and when you look closely, one of the men is Canadian, and the other man is American.
Oh, maybe his boyfriend is American. Is his boyfriend American?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure who is doing what to who, but that's what the representation is. Many great, by the way, Elliot Page.
I love Elliot Page.
This is Elliot Page's first red carpet since transition. First time this is Elliot Page presented to the world.
I'm proud of them. That outfit is trash, and why are you wearing sneakers? But good for you expressing yourself the gender that you feel like you need to. However, the outfit is still bad.
He is wearing
a bad outfit.
He is wearing Balenciaga, and I was expecting more, but I do love the flower. The flower is a nod to Oscar Wilde. Back in the 1890 whatever, people would wear a little green flower to say that they were men who loved other men, to be on the low.
Didn't know that.
Look at you, me teaching you now. What, Al? One whole year here. Now I finally teach you something. So isn't that so? Now I like his outfit more.
No, I do like it more.
I like the flower.
Right, I like what the flower represents.
Done much better with the suit.
Yeah. One thing that we have to say about Elliot Page doing his first important red carpet is if we could show that picture one more time, look at his face. He he presents masculine. Congratulations. That's exactly what he wanted to do.
Am I the only one?
So maybe it's him that he was focusing on more than the costume.
Doesn't he seem happy? Like he seems like he's being his true authentic self. And when he was a she, and as an actor, it always looked forced when she smiled.
Yeah.
In all the roles that she played, it looked forced. Yeah. He looks happy now. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Did you all notice, by the way, one last thought on the Met Gala? In the middle of the throes of pandemic and they did masking protocols in various different ways. But like what we're getting ready to go through in Miami Beach Pride and everybody going, and all this stuff, we saw almost nothing said about the Met Gala of we're moving on. Now, this is an uber liberal crowd, no doubt, but was it reassuring or rewarding to you to go, wait, we have an event that has some normalcy? COVID-19 wasn't discussed much, masks weren't discussed much, politics weren't discussed much. This is what our future is. Might have been the first major event in America beyond a sporting event or something, a concert.
Right.
A first major event where we go, we're getting back to some normalcy.
Right.
Did that wash over you in any way, or did you have any reaction?
It did pique my interest, but I'm pretty sure that I read that they had to prove that they were vaccinated before they were allowed entry, though. So they weren't going to make you mask up and everything, but you didn't need to at least prove that you took precautions. And
And for the VMAs, you know, last year they had that whole like Zoom kind of deal. So to see them performing again live made me feel like, okay, we're back, you know. And for them, they also had to take tests and wear masks if they were in the mosh pit. But everybody was safe, and it was like, okay, we're coming back now. People are finally listening, I hope.
Absolutely. Well, the Met Gala, we loved it. Gayest red carpet we've ever seen in our history. That's our discussion on entertainment tonight. Next, we report that Happening Out Television Network helps support our LGBTQ community. An example is the Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church here in Fort Lauderdale. We are broadcasting from our permanent set in supporting that partnership. The network broadcasts the largest LGBTQ religious broadcast in the world, with more than 30,000 watching every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally live. We encourage you to tune in. Our campaign of sponsorship here proudly supports Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church. Watch this.
My name is Lexi Goza of Lexi Goza State Farm Insurance in Midtown, Miami, Florida. I'm also a board member of the Aqua Foundation for Women and the chair of the Women's Empowerment Council for the Miami-Dade Gay and Lesbian Chamber. And Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Well, apparently the lesbian avalanche continues here tonight.
Sure does. Lesbian takeover.
The lesbian takeover. All right, well, up next, if we were standing around the LGBTQ water cooler, this is what we think we would all be talking about. We refer to it as the hot topic of the week. On Sunday, the 2021 MTV Video Music Awards had its share of queer moments, from Troye Sivan talking about returning to the stage post-lockdowns, to Lance Bass talking about being in a boy band and making lots of reference to it, and his past VMA experiences. And one person stole the show over and over throughout the night. And of course, that's Lil Nas X. He hit it big in the awards department with his controversial Montero Call Me By Your Name video, winning Best Direction and Best Visuals. The gay highlight of the night was when Lil Nas X also won Best Video for Montero, the top prize at the VMAs. In his acceptance speech, he shocked the world. He said, quote, "Oh my God. Okay, first, I want to say thank you to the gay agenda. Let's go, gay agenda," end quote. So our hot topic of the week is Lil Nas X at the VMAs makes us ask, do we have a gay agenda?
Yes, and it's called equality. We're looking to be equal with everyone else.
And we deserve that, and that's our right. I mean, you know, plain and simple. I just love that he's bringing it out to the forefront. You know, like, is it weird that I'm proud of him? Like, if I freaking knew him or he was paying my bills or anything, right? Like, I'm proud when he got this award, because it's like he takes us with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't forget about us.
It's so important. The visibility.
The visibility. Okay, how many people do you know, straight people, that were listening to Montero, right, in their cars, blasting it, not knowing that he was gay? We were all like, "You will soon find out, my kitties," you know?
Contrast it for just a moment in terms of thinking about it. No disrespect to any of the people that I mentioned. But you think about Melissa Etheridge when she first came out in the conversation. You think about Ricky Martin when he first came out. Neither one had any of the kind of shocking embracement of their sexuality like what we've seen from Lil Nas. He has published pictures of him giving birth. Of being pregnant. He has published, being in his video promotion on Montero, of this whole orchestrated campaign of the fight with Nike over his blood shoes with Nike, and the fake embracement over the summer of being in a legal fight and going to the courtroom with Nike, which was all staged and Nike completely supported, to going to prison and ending up in a shower scene with 15 stunningly beautiful guys dancing with him in a prison shower scene. And all of America said, we love that, or most of America saying, we love that. Our predecessors didn't do it in this way.
Well, listen, I can't talk about Melissa Etheridge because then my lesbian card will be taken away, right? But I will talk about Ricky Martin. Understand, and I love Ricky Martin. You know I love Ricky Martin, Al, okay? But, right? But understand that Ricky Martin, I'm also Puerto Rican. Ricky Martin came out cuando él estaba pagado, when he wasn't at the top, when he wasn't La Vida Loca, when he wasn't, bang, bang. That was his high point. If he would have come out during that time and given us that visibility, that would have been different. Lil Nas X deserves all this trailblazing award that we give him with our love, because he doesn't do anything without remembering us, and he's been out since the get.
But I really think it's just a difference, like different times, makes it today more acceptable than back when Melissa Etheridge or Ricky Martin to come out and say that they were gay.
That's an interesting observation. Don't you think that Lil Nas is doing way more than what our time is doing? When he appears in pregnancy at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock at Fox News, heads are exploding because he is challenging gender in a way that we have absolutely never seen before. So he's beyond our time. He's pushing beyond our time.
I don't disagree. I think he's pushing the envelope, and let you chime in.
I mean, I think he's being smart and using social media and what we have to our access to his advantage. He's being the more whether you like it or not, you're talking about it. People who hate his image are sharing it to talk about how much they hate it, but you're still sharing his image. You're sharing his content. You're somebody out there you may think hates it, and they're secretly loving it. And they're finally you're giving him a platform. So good, bad, or whatever, that media that is being created by this, it's just growing his platform.
The fight, interesting observation you make, the fight that we're facing post-Trump is Trump's not going to be our adversary. He's going to have a voice in 22 and 24, but he's not going to run for president, in my opinion, I don't think. But our fight is now in the states and in localities, in school boards. And that's why we see the trans community right front and center. They're trying to make it the wedge issue to win elections. Lil Nas is pushing that in every possible way. Do you think that that'll be successful? Because the haters and the enemies of our community are pointing to people like Lil Nas of saying they do have a gay agenda, and their gay agenda is directly aimed at us and to marginalize and control our religious beliefs first and foremost, and our business ability to sell cakes to whoever the hell we want to sell cakes to.
But I could see where people would have that mentality, and especially Trump supporters and people that are aligned with those ideals. That too. But really, and I want to just kind of piggyback off what Patty was saying, baby.
Piggyback, is that what you call it?
That's what we call it. Now I lost my train of thought. I'm piggyback.
And both of us did too.
And now I'm imagining them having sex. I'm a happy girl right now.
What am I doing? What am I saying? Piggybacking. No, just kidding. The agenda is equality. There's no hidden agenda to take away these people's rights to go to church and pray to who they want to pray to, or conduct their business how they want to conduct their business. But at the end of the day, I think we all as human beings have this innate right to be treated the same. And I do think that ultimately Lil Nas has pushed the envelope, but I think Ricky Martin, Melissa Etheridge, and those folks before him did as much as they could given the times that they were coming out, I think.
I want to focus as we end this segment, Jasmine, on you, because in a different way, you're a drag queen. And drag is among the most recognized art forms in America. RuPaul's Drag Race has changed everything. But you're a drag queen that looks completely different than anyone's ever competed at RuPaul's Drag Race. Your challenge to push the envelope. How do you feel about what we're watching in America in terms of the LGBTQ community, specifically with Lil Nas, of pushing that envelope to whatever the gay agenda is being suggested for equality? How do you feel about it as being a bearded drag queen?
Well, I mean, like I said previously when discussing the Met Gala, like I think we've internalized so many things that we've been taught since we've been children on what is the norm, what is okay, what is not, what is the standard of beauty, what it is to be fat and skinny, like all these things that we've learned from everybody else. But just be yourself and have fun and embrace it. So who's to say that I'm not beautiful with the beard? I'm sorry. Tell me that I'm not beautiful. You can't. And I just think that's the important part. Like when you're looking at what he's doing, I'm assuming he's probably not making it with the forethought of changing the world. But I think he's pushing boundaries. You can't tell him how to live his life. And guess what? Every time somebody I'm sure try to put him in a box, he's found a way to exceed the expectations of where he should be. Same thing with me as a bearded queen. People said that I wouldn't be working, I wouldn't be getting gigs, I wouldn't get opportunities, and yet I work all over South Florida. I won a national title. When people give you these things and you have the option to either listen to what people tell you or make the choice, okay, challenge accepted.
And fight for it, and fight for it.
Time again has said, okay, bet, let's do it.
And repeatedly, isn't that the greatest moment in the LGBTQ community? When we're told no, we go first. Okay.
Watch.
Now watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a great week. The VMAs, then the Met Gala. I continue to say, and I say it
just before you end.
Yes,
and we're getting there.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is when the pictures dropped with him being pregnant and everything. His reply that same day, because everybody of course was in uproar. He's like, "I'm gonna stay off the internet for a while. It's not good for the baby." Tweet to end all tweets.
Yeah.
And what about the fact that he did the baby registry and he named several local
Ariana
LGBT
Center,
Ariana
Social,
Center, Transsocial, that's great.
Social, it absolutely is great. I just continue to echo from my standpoint of being one of the LGBT voices that kind of watch the history of our community. I continue to say this is 1989 and we're watching Madonna reinvent and become a superstar because they're willing to risk the reinvention. That's what I think we're watching with Lil Nas. I think 10 years from now, we're going to come back to these moments and go, this is the moment of superstardom that began with Lil Nas X. And the entire LGBTQ community is going to go right along with him. We thank Lil Nas for what he is doing. Exactly. All right, let's move on. Let's explore the LGBTQ plus world this week with some silly and important headlines in the LGBTQ plus news this week. But this is a lightning round. I'm getting ready to get you back for ringing my bell. Let's discuss them in our segment called Saved by the Bell. But there's a twist. You already know. We are going to discuss each one of these headlines for only 1 minute. And at the end of the minute, you're going to hear this bell to stop and move on. Everybody ready? So here we go. RuPaul's Drag Race is the epitome of clean and polished beauty standards for drag queens. And on the opposite end of the spectrum is the Boulay Brothers' Dragula. Watch this.
Meet our monsters.
my.
Wow.
Saved by the Bell, headline number 1. Dragula reveals season 4 queens, including a shocking former Drag Race alumni. What do y'all think about Shudder's season 3, Dragula?
You know who's my favorite, right? Sigourney Beaver. And formaldehyde. Also. I think this is awesome, and I love Bob the drag queen, and he's going to be one of the guest judges, and Vanessa Hudgens also is going to be in there, so I think this is going to be fantastic. They are all vying for $100,000, and I think it's going to be a good fight.
I'm excited. It's an alternative drag. It's something different. Yeah, beautiful drag. Pageant drag is definitely valid, and I love it. But I mean, it doesn't say that bearded drag and horror drag is not any less valid. I am excited.
I agree, and I'm right there with you, Faye. I love the Sigourney Beaver. I had to do a double take. I'm like, is that
Sigourney Beaver?
She's going to be calling you that tonight, para que lo sepa, Patricia.
I love the makeup, like the one with the teeth and all that stuff. That's
Yeah, in the previous season, they actually even had a AFAB lesbian competitor, and she did very well. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're very inclusive.
Who would have ever thought we would be able to combine Halloween, drag queens, and Fear Factor all into the same show? Congratulations at Shudder. Let's move on. Even as Gen Z continues to embrace variations of gender, bisexual erasure continues to be a problem. One famous teen just came out as bisexual or demisexual and discussed the security of heterosexuality. Saved by the Bell, headline number 2. Parkland activist Cameron Kasky comes out by saying, "I wanted to be straight." What do y'all think?
I think that bisexuality is real. It is completely real. But the reason it's not respected because it's kind of like the shallow part of the pool that you jump into first if you don't know how to swim. All right? But I really do believe that people are just like people are pansexual. Why would they not be bisexual? So kudos to the kid for coming out. Love you for it. I think you're fantastic.
I have to voice the same thing with you, Faye. I'm right there with you. I mean, you know, for him to come out at this age and say, I wanted to be this, but I am who I am, I think is a very powerful message for people his age and even people not his age, older people. You know, it reminds me of when I was in high school, you know, and I wanted to be straight. I mean, I had a boyfriend, you know, like I said, you know, I used to say those famous words, you know, what was it? What was the game that we were playing?
I'd swallow that.
I'd swallow that, you know.
Oh, God, I used to say that.
I used to play that, and I didn't say those words exactly, but
wow.
Well, babe.
But you know,
TMI.
I know it. This is beyond on TV. I'm going to stop talking now. Go.
No, we're done. I'd swallow that. Bring that story to an end. All
Okay.
Right, exactly. All right. Well, speaking of coming out as bisexual, a new study shows exactly how big the problem really is. Saved by the Bell, headline number 3. Many gays, lesbians still do not believe that bisexuality is even real. More than 50%. What do y'all think?
I think kind of piggybacking off what Faye was saying, I think a lot of us when we came out, we didn't know how to just jump in from being straight to gay. So we're like, oh, well, I'm bi, as they were testing the waters or finding themselves. I feel like a lot of people look back and feel like that is an excuse or that they're using it to not admit fully who they are, which I think is another similar situation trans people face. A lot of them start playing in drag, and then they, through drag, find their gender identity and admit to being trans, and then like it adds this whole conversation. But at the end of the day, it's still a journey that person's going through. So if you're saying you're bi to get to being gay, that's your truth.
Is evolution healthy? You're talking about evolution. Is it healthy in the LGBTQ community?
I think it's essential. That's how we all got to where we are. Like if you're
how we survived
at bi, then it's
Right.
perfectly normal for you. If you feel comfortable and that is your truth and you are happy in that place, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? If your journey's like, you know what, this still doesn't feel right, let me move on to gay or lesbian, that is your truth and you deserve to have that conversation.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I hadn't thought about the evolution concept. That's really, really excellent. Well, oops, she did it again. Everyone's newly free artist is trying to tie the knot again. But instead of washed up Federline, remember, she's marrying the personal trainer to the stars. Saved by the Bell, headline number 4. Britney Spears is engaged to boyfriend Sam Asghari, and fans are overjoyed. What do y'all think?
Oh my God, too soon, Brit, too soon. Like when she got away from her dad, right? When her dad was no longer the guardianship or whatever of his estate, right? The first thing I thought was, I hope she doesn't do anything crazy.
Like shave her head.
To like shave her head or like beat people with an umbrella.
Should have shaved her head.
It would have been a better look.
Wait, you have read? No, I'm kidding. All right.
Well, I was just gonna, I feel like that was just a decision that probably was they had already talked about. She was just waiting to have the freedom to be able to say yes, since her father was so controlling over everything.
I hope so.
And stuff like that. So I hope that this really works out. Like I'm rooting for Britney and her freedom, and that this really works out for her.
I'm gonna channel my inner Kanye West. Get a prenup. Prenup.
Prenup.
Tell them we want prenup.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know.
Right. When he was
good at
good.
some point.
Right.
Am I too shallow to say
Yes.
we're talking about Asghari, Sam Asghari, in a heartbeat.
He's gorgeous.
Oh
He's
my God,
gorgeous.
just gorgeous. Yeah. All right. Well, no.
I would lick his sweat.
Wow.
I don't even know where that came from. I just want you guys to know that I would lick his sweat. All right.
The thought bubble came out of
I
your
know.
mouth.
Cállate, métete para allá adentro.
Exactly.
You can
All
say
right.
those things because your wife is not here.
Yeah, right.
She never will be because I'm not crazy like you.
Exactly right. All right. This next story begins about Faye. Note to trashy redneck.
What?
You're from Jersey, Puerto Rico. Come on.
Oh, redneck there?
Right. Right. If you are going to go crazy and destroy someone's BLM sign, don't do it in front of their doorbell cam. Good Lord. Watch this.
Yeah, you're a piece of piece of
Wow, you piece of... Well, Saved by the Bell headline number 5. This Karen is a cursing woman caught on camera destroying the neighbor's "Love is Love" and "Black Lives Matter" sign. What do y'all think?
Karen, go home and take off that shirt. You're not representing us.
And take your meds.
Take your meds, what Patty said.
Take your meds.
Oh my God.
Calm the crazy down.
Yeah.
I met a Karen the other day who was actually quite pleasant. And, she was, I just had to bring this up because you mentioned Karen. And she's like, I really hate it when they, they use my name for all of these things.
Oh, she's a real Karen.
She's a real
Her name is Karen.
Yes. You're going,
Whoa.
You're like,
why are you enjoying That's what I'm thinking. It's like, what are you talking
No,
about?
I met a real Karen.
A
Her
real
name,
Got it.
Karen.
Got it.
her name is
Okay.
for real
All right.
Karen.
All right. Yeah.
And
All right.
she-
Met a
she's
Karen.
highly
Thank you, Nora,
offended.
for
It's not
talking
what
about something that had nothing to do with this topic.
I know, but it's what came into my mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Are
all the
we
liquor.
surprised by this response anymore? Does it surprise us?
No.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's the case. All right. Despite LGBTQ plus acceptance growing, it's still difficult for many when it comes to employment. Saved by the Bell headline number 6. A new study reports half of all LGBTQ plus people have faced discrimination at work.
That they know of, only 50%. I'm sorry, it has to be more. I can only speak for myself, but you know this personally, that I turned down a really lucrative 6-figure job because they wanted me to be straight on their radio station. And I said, hell no.
Yeah.
I will not be who I'm not. And that's still on a small little scale. I think everybody experiences that, and I've said it countless times. We don't come out one time. We don't have that luxury. We come out every single day, every single new job or every single new person that you meet, we come out and we are discriminated and judged for being LGBTQ plus. We
You
are.
get it times 3 as a LGBTQ woman of color. So you get it.
I get it everywhere.
Yeah.
Female, lesbian, Hispanic.
Yes.
It's like a triple strike.
Yeah, like I am not enough. I am beneath you. And for the most part, it will be a white privileged boss that I would have.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me?
You know why I'm looking at you.
You're the white privilege man.
You know why. You know why.
I constantly remind people, I've worked very, very hard in terms of my seat to learn and understand more. When log cabin Republicans tell me that we don't have discrimination issues because the 1964 Act will protect you. That is absolutely a lie. The only way we have protection in employment and other things in the United States is to pass the Equality Act. That is the only hope we have. If we don't get it this year, we still must continue to fight for it. RuPaul's Drag Race has done it again with another Creative Arts Emmy this past weekend. With the second award ceremony, the live ceremony this weekend, called the Primetime Emmys, RuPaul may become the most awarded Black artist in history. What do y'all think about what's happening at the Emmys?
Go, mother.
Right? So you know RuPaul, Al. Like, does he freaking sleep? Like, I mean, World of Wonder is taking over the freaking world. I mean, let's be real. There is a drag race from every country. Next is going to be lesbian drag queens. Next, coming to your town from Jersey. You know, I mean, they've got it all, and they keep on succeeding. And he's got his 6th Emmy, and he's going to get another one.
Yeah, if the show wins Sunday for Best Reality Show, he, as executive producer, will have won a historic 10th Emmy, which is amazing. That's incredible. You know, it's interesting to me on RuPaul, in the LGBTQ community especially, there's a lot of haters on RuPaul and the process of RuPaul's Drag Race. I always point out, it's very short-sighted. Do you remember a time when we had no LGBT programming? And now RuPaul has come in, and many aides. Michelle Visage is just amazing. World of Wonder, of course, in their efforts. Bianca Del Rio's and Alaska Thunders and et cetera and so on have changed everything. We should be grateful to this platform and to this brand. And if RuPaul wins that record on Sunday, we should all be grateful. Because just like Lil Nas X, in a different way, RuPaul is carrying us to a new place. And we should celebrate that and be happy about the end results of what's happening. Sunday night, I'll be watching. If it happens, it's not because of any association with RuPaul's Drag Race. It's because of my association with the LGBTQ community.
And can we talk about the haters, though? Can we talk about the haters for 1 second? Sure. All the haters, if any of those freaking haters would be called by RuPaul tomorrow and said, be on Drag Race next season, those mother effers would be packing their bags so quickly that heads would spin. Yeah. All right?
It's a major issue in our community. It certainly is. Of which, note to self, we'll have to do as a hot topic sometime soon on It's Happening Out. All right, finally, in Saved by the Bell headline number 7. Oh, wait, we just did that, didn't we? I'm so engaged in the RuPaul story. Well, finally tonight, we are the LGBTQ community, and this is It's Happening Out. So what does that mean?
Sex!
Wait,
culo.
All the lesbians are not going to yell sex, or all the feminine presenting?
1, 2, 3, sex!
All right, got it. All right, well, let's play another game. And our game asks, who would you do? Oh, I can't wait for your answer.
In front of your wife.
And what would you do? And oh, I can't wait for your answer. To 3 different interesting people. Now, look, we got a lot of feminine presenting. By the way, probably for the first time in history, I can declare myself a absolute authoritative minority. I'm a minority now. So tonight, our game is, I almost got away with not laughing. Our game is Shag Mary Chop. And our theme is the ladies of the Met Gala.
Oh.
So this week we are going to play with Megan Rapinoe,
yes, girl.
Saweetie, and Billie Eilish. So let's play our game, Shag, Mary, Chop. And Faye, let's start with you.
Woo, wow, this is a hard one, you know. Megan Rapinoe, I just want her to...
All 3 of these girls were on the Met red carpet.
To play soccer on me, all right? Okay, all right, so I am gonna shag Saweetie because she is just delicious. Those boobs are everything. Like, I could just see my tongue doing... So I am gonna shag Saweetie, and I'm gonna marry Megan Rapinoe because, I mean, hello, she's just simply a badass.
And so then a soccer player.
And she's a soccer player, so you know we're very gay together, right? And I'm gonna chop Billie Eilish. I know I'm the only person on the planet that doesn't like her singing. I know I'm the only person on the planet. Oh, girl, my Puerto Rican sister. I can't. So I mean, well, you know, I don't want to F you, and I don't want to be around you, so and I don't want to hear you sing, so you're chopped.
By the way, I draw attention to the dress that we're showing from the Met Gala red carpet. That dress has 10 1,000 crystals in it.
Are any on her boobs?
Just a huge number. All right, and are any on her boobs? Oh, you girls. Oh, wait, we have penis too. All right, I got it. And Jasmine, who are you going to shag?
I guess if we're just looking at
I guess.
Well, is there total on?
I know. Like,
why
she
am I
doesn't even
here?
want to do this.
We just heard. Why am I here?
If I have to pick someone.
Megan is the most butch looking, so I'd probably be more.
She would beat your ass.
Saweetie, I feel like we'd have the most in common. We look like people come from a similar background. We could be great girlfriends. I'll reach for this outfit, so I would marry her. And Billie Eilish, no matter what we'd be doing, she'd be crying. So she's a child. I can't. She's gonna be, yeah, no.
You know what's funny? It was funny when you said that, and I knew instantly what the tone of your voice meant. It's funny to me because that's what the girls at It's Happening Out face week after week.
Every week.
We have done this show for over. We're coming up on our 3rd anniversary, and we do men and men and men
and men
and men
and men.
and the girls are going, yeah, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, whichever. No importa. I'm like, yeah.
No, like the actress plays Wonder Woman in a heartbeat. Linda Carter too, like. But these women just,
Yeah, not so
For
much.
me, it doesn't-
All right. And Nora? Who
Oh, gosh.
would you shag?
I feel like hiding under this.
Oh,
table.
wait.
They
I'm
turn around.
not sure if you know this. This is your wife, Patricia.
I know she's sitting right in front of me.
Yeah.
As you look at the screen
she's staring
behind
at
her.
She's staring at you.
And of course, I'm only answering these questions because I have
You're
to.
forced. You're contractually obligated.
Of course.
Okay, got it.
But I would definitely.
This is like a legal contract that you must.
That I must fulfill.
Yes.
If not, I'm in default and breach. So I don't want to get sued. So I'm going to shag Saweetie as well.
All right.
I love Billie Eilish, so I will marry her.
You're marrying Billie Eilish.
Yes, she could cry to me all she wants. I have no problem with that. And Megan, just not,
Too butch?
too butch for me.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Too butch for me.
The sports thing is just.
I love sports, but for butch, aquí estoy yo.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
I'm right
Yeah.
here.
He's the butch.
Yeah. I'm the butch. Sorry, I forget.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have no idea what.
She's
You can
beautiful
see the
as well,
question
but I feel like I'm on the show Chopped, and I have to chop someone too. Sorry,
Yeah,
Megan,
all
you
right.
gotta go. But I would take her.
But you would represent her in a court of law if she needed you. Yes, got it.
Yeah.
We can work out different forms of payment.
You were very diplomatic, and I really hate it. So I'm going to hope that Patricia goes off the rails.
Yeah.
Patricia, who are you going to shag?
Well, I would shag Megan because I like the butch look. I think
And what
she
position
can-
would you start in?
Oh gosh, any position that she would like.
They're for jelly. Okay.
For sure.
You trying to cause problems?
For sure. Yeah. Megan is hot. I think she's hot.
Okay. Taking notes.
I like my
Wait,
wife.
You're
would-
not playing the game right now.
I'm sorry.
What is she writing? Why is she
I
writing
like my wife would marry Billie Eilish because those boobs, we can definitely have like a threesome
Like
with
a
those
throuple?
boobs.
Ooh.
Yes, definitely.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Did
little
you
bit.
know you have permission for a threesome?
I did not know, but
But only with Billie Eilish though. Like that's it.
Oh wait,
you know.
she pulled that back as
Oh.
quickly
Yes,
as it
yes,
came out.
Yeah.
Right?
What a good lawyer.
All right.
And unfortunately, Swati would be shocked in my book.
Really? Now
Yeah.
I'm curious. Does it surprise you that you so embraced the sports image, and you so rejected the sports image?
Yeah.
Well, they're
Does that
married. That
surprise
makes
you?
sense.
No, it makes sense.
It makes sense. That's why they're married to each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Shh. I wasn't talking to you. All right. That's who we would do in Shag Mary Chop. Unfortunately, because I'm the host, I don't have to play.
Oh no, you
Thank
should
you.
play.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, why don't you play, Al?
week.
Why don't you play?
I'll
Or
be
I'll
back
start hitting
there.
the bell if you don't
Right.
start playing.
No,
Come on,
please
one
stop,
time,
please.
play.
Good. Next week. All right. Next week. Before we end the show, we introduce you to our sponsor, Jet.
I'm not going to introduce nothing unless you play.
Are you coming to South Florida? And if you are, you got to try the pizza of choice for the LGBTQ community. I love it until Faye's tongue gets close to it. Oh, wait, what am I talking about again? And Justin's calling
pizza,
in. Wait, why are you? And no.
I love you guys.
We are getting ready to enjoy it right here at the show. It's it's Detroit style. You'll love it. Well, that's it, South Florida. Another week with you and the world's first and most popular LGBTQ talk show in the world. Before we sign off, let's hear from our host for one final good night. And we're going to begin with a good night from FayWhat.
FayWhat! So, happy Miami Beach Pride, everyone. I hope to see everyone out there. Be safe, get vaccinated. We're all ready to have a great time. Thank you to Happening Out Television for allowing me to be me every single week right here on It's Happening Out. And on Monday and Wednesday, I get to co-anchor with my favorite white privileged guy right here to the left, Mr. Al Ferguson. So make sure that you catch up on that. Also, the Kitty Meow Show is every Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. Catch it. I'm doing entertainment on there with her and having a blast doing it. I'll see you guys next Wednesday right here on IHO.
And we think Faye and Kitty Meow Show premiered just last week, and 11,000 of you watched. Thank you very much for that. And a good night from our new crowned queen here in South Florida, Jasmine Pryce Lords.
Well, good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Thank you for having a great time here tonight. It was a blast. It is going to be Proud Weekend. Remember to be respectful for everybody working very, very hard. The bartenders, the wait staff, the drag queens. Good luck. God bless. Drink a lot of water. See y'all next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And a good night from Nora Rotella.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all again for having me and to the network. And Faye, I love being here with you. Baby, I love being here with you too. You know, it's always so much fun to have you all, to be around you all. But in any event, you know, just to plug in, you know, what Patty and I do, what my love and I do, is our passion for helping those in need of legal services. So if you need something in the family law arena or immigration, you know, we are your to-goes. Hopefully we'll be your go-tos. So yeah, have a great night, everyone.
Thank you very much. And a good night from Patricia Hernandez.
Well, thank you, Al, for having me, and thank you all. The show has been great. I've had a really good time, and like my lovely wife said, who's still in my good graces, because she did pick the third for our marriage, Billie Eilish. You know, if you ever in need of any sort of immigration help or family law help, do not hesitate to call us, Rotella and Hernandez Law. Thank you, and good night,
glad
everyone.
that you're here. And again, we recognize first married couple, I believe, ever at It's Happening Out.
We're making history already.
Making history. Well, we ask you, South Florida, is what you watched tonight important to you? I ask you, where can you tune in and watch a bearded, brand new crowned drag queen and this very loud and super bright lesbian?
You called me bright. That's cool.
And you're bright. And this couple who are both attorneys helping and serving in our LGBTQ community in one place to talk about this combination of things that we have talked about. So that makes us ask, is what you've watched tonight important to you? You sat right here at the LGBTQ kitchen table right along with me. And I would suggest to you that we are going to continue to show the value of what we think is important in the LGBTQ community. And that is our commitment at Happening Out Television Network and Hotspots Magazine. We are here every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. live. And don't forget, Queer News Tonight daily at 8 p.m. Hotspots Magazine and WMEG events are here to serve you also. Remember, our philosophy is, if it's important to you, it's happening out. Good night, South Florida.
Good night. Good night.